Proper website promotion is becoming increasingly important. There are literally billions of web pages on the internet, which makes getting noticed online a very difficult task. The first step to getting your web page visited by your target audience is to submit the page to the search engines. You may think that the search engines like Yahoo, Google, AltaVista, or Excite somehow search every document on every server to find a match, but that is not the case. In order for a website to be included in search results, the web crawler or search engine has to know that the site exists. This is where submitting your website to the search engines becomes important. This is your way of telling the search engines that you exist so they can point potential viewers to your site. There are several ways to go about submitting your site to the various search engines. You can submit your site directly to each individual search engine. You can use an agent to submit your website for you, or you can use automated article submitters. The first option is certainly the cheapest option, and you will know that the job is done because you will have done it yourself, but there are several important drawbacks to consider if you are thinking about submitting your website to search engines directly. While it is true that it only costs you your time, and there will be no doubt in your mind that it has been done, there are some difficulties. The first one is that it can be a very time-consuming and tedious process. Secondly, submitting these forms is an art. You want to get it right so that you get the best page ranking possible. If you have no or limited experience in this area, you may want to think twice before submitting articles to the search engines on your own. That being said, if you know what to do and how to do it, submitting on your own can save you money and maybe even a headache or two. Another option is to use an agent. This is a real live person who will submit your website to all the search engines manually. This person will ensure that it is done properly, in a timely manner, and in such a way that will maximize your page views. Again, there are some things to consider when you are looking at this option. For starters, you need to make sure you are getting someone reputable who will actually do the job his or herself and not delegate it to an online submission service, or else you could just be throwing your money away. Also, an agent can be very pricey, so you need to make sure that your website is sufficiently unique to call for such a specialized service. Lastly, there are automated article submitters all over the World Wide Web. Finding one should not be difficult. Finding a reputable one that is worth the money is a different story. Most of these services come pretty cheap, but you don't get the high level of service you would get through an agent or by doing the job yourself. However, depending on what your specific needs are, the low price and the speed make these submission services an attractive option for many website owners and webmasters. It is wise to check out your favorite online trade association to make sure that the site you are dealing with is legitimate. Look for things like physical addresses and phone numbers to help verify the legitimacy of any given website submission service.